Excuse me. Yeah,
What?
I see you're home. Thank you.
What?
Yeah, I see you're home. Thank you.
What do you want?
Yeah.
Why are you knocking so hard for? What's going on?
I want to.
Are you all right?
You promised me that whenever I have something to tell the YouTube people, that you would film me saying it. That you would film me saying it.
Oh.
That if I have something, I want to ask
the
YouTube people their opinion about something.
About what?
Okay.
About what?
Could you come right now? Could you come right now?
About what?
Please.
Okay, I'll be right there.
When?
I'll be in a minute. I gotta put my shoes on first.
Well, put your shoes on.
Am I allowed to put my shoes on?
Put your shoes on.
Am I allowed to put my shoes on?
Put your shoes on.
Am I allowed?
Put your shoes on.
What's the big emergency? What's the big emergency?
Something's been bothering me.
What?
And I don't usually do that. I always tell people to let things go.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize that something was bothering me. Hi, you two people.
Hi, everybody.
I would like to have your opinion about something.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
What's the big emergency here?
Yeah. I didn't say it was an emergency. I said you promised me that I could tell the YouTube people something whenever I wanted to, that you would film me saying it. So this is my opportunity.
Wheaties? You're talking about Wheaties or what?
It's nothing to do with Wheaties.
Oh.
Hi, YouTube people.
Hi, everybody.
Okay.
Are you gonna say it or what?
Okay, YouTube people. I just want your opinion about something. I let it go, but
Are you gonna say it?
Okay. This happened a long time ago. About 63 years ago.
63 years ago?
Maybe 64 years ago. Maybe 64 years ago.
65.
I was 9 years old.
Okay.
64 years ago, I believe.
Okay.
I'm 73 now. Well, anyway, 64 years ago.
Yeah.
I was. This is the part. My teacher. I was a little kid.
Yeah.
8 or 9 years old, whatever.
Yeah.
Probably 9.
Yeah.
And my teacher was teaching us about science.
Okay.
And one of the things he was teaching us, he said, if you don't have any bones in your body, that you wouldn't be able to move. I mean, wouldn't be able to move your body. We would have to move like worms. He went like this. We would have to move like worms. We would have to move like worms. Okay?
Yeah.
We would. That's what he was teaching us.
Yeah.
Oh man. So okay, I got that.
Okay.
This is the part.
What's the part?
This is the part. And then about 2 days later.
Did he go on the floor doing that? Did he go on the floor acting like a worm? Or
no, but he was going. He said we would have to move like worms.
Okay.
If we didn't have bones in our bodies. Okay.
Okay.
Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. 2 days later there was a test, and one of the questions on the test was, would we be able to move our bodies if we didn't have any bones? If we didn't have a skeleton? If we didn't have any bones?
Yeah.
And I put yes. It was a yes or no answer. I put yes.
Yeah.
And he marked it wrong. And I think he was wrong to say that, because he said we would be able to move like worms. We would have to move like worms if we didn't have bones in our bodies.
He demonstrated it and everything. Yeah.
He would demonstrate it.
Yeah.
And so I didn't.
So you were wrong. So let's deal with it. No, I'm just.
I don't think I was wrong, because we would be able to. He said we would have to move like worms.
Yeah.
Worms.
He even used the word.
Worms,
he even used the word move. He said we have to move like worms. He even used the word move and everything. So yeah.
Yeah, and so I thought my answer was right. In fact, I know I'm right on that one. But this is the part. I was too intimidated by him being a teacher. He's a teacher, so I figured, well, he knows best. But 64 years later now, I'm thinking, you know what? I should have been.
You're still thinking about that?
I should have. I let it go, but I just want their opinion.
Sound like it.
I just want hi YouTube people. I just want your opinion, YouTube people, nice YouTube people. I know you're very smart. Was I wrong or right? Because the teacher said you would be able to move. We would have to move like worms if we didn't have bones in our bodies. And the question was, can we move our bodies if we didn't have bones or skeleton in our bodies? Woo! And anyway, what do you think, you two people? But you know, for sure, I should have approached them and said, well, you said we would move like worms. You went like this. We would move like worms if we didn't have bones in our bodies.
Yeah.
And I put yes. So could you please correct that, Mr. Teacher? But I didn't. 63 years later, I wish I would have, but I didn't.
Yeah.
But anyway, you two people, was I right? Was my answer right? Since the teacher put it like that about the worms.
Well, that's your version of it, though. What's his version?
That's the real version. I'm not lying. That's the real version. 64 years ago. I remember that.
Calm down, relax.
I know. I get work. I know. I have to let it go. I let it go. I just want their opinion.
It's been 100 years. Let it go. Yeah.
No, 64 years ago.
Okay. Yeah.
I would like to ask the YouTube people. They're very smart. Was my answer right or wrong? The way the teacher put it.
Yeah.
Okay. That's all I wanted to say. You know, maybe you could.
You're pondering. You're thinking, pondering about that.
No, I let it go. I teach to let things go.
64 years later.
But I'm just wondering if I know my answer was right, and I was.
How do you know?
People, don't let people intimidate you just because they're a teacher or something, and you think that I think you're wrong about that. Just because they're a teacher doesn't mean they know everything. So I should have been big enough, or adult. Well, I was only a little kid, but I should have asked them. All these years later, now I can't ask them why did you mark me wrong.
Yeah.
But I let it go. But I just want their opinion.
You let it go.
Yes, I let it go.
That's why you're asking all of America about it and all over the world about it, right?
Yes, all over the world to give your opinion. The way the teacher said it, he said you wouldn't be able to move your. You wouldn't be able to move your body. You would have to move like worms.
Yeah.
Worms. He went like this. And worms.
So
he was the teacher. He went worms. So that stuck in my mind.
Yeah.
I said you would have to move like worms.
And the question
was, if you didn't have a skeleton, if you didn't have bones in your body, would you be able to move your body? And I said yes. My answer was yes. There was a yes or no answer. And after that, he looked at me like I was crazy. And yeah. And he's the one that's not a good teacher.
Yeah.
Teaching one thing and marking you wrong. You're right. I'm getting worked up about it. Well, anyway, could you tell the cameraman, and he'll tell me what your answers are, or what was according to what the teacher said. Was my answer yes or no? My answer was yes. You'll be able to move your body. I guess I should have added like a word, but that wasn't part of the question.
Yeah.
He said it was only yes or no. He said,
or no.
He told the whole class just mark yes or no, yes or no. So I said yes. I was thinking you could move we have to move like worms. Woo! Okay.
Is there anything else from 70 years ago you need to get off your chest, or is that it for now? Or?
That's it for now.
Okay.
But I do let it go. I teach it, let it go.
I can see that.
But I was just curious. I was just curious if I was right or wrong.
Yeah.
I was just curious. I know the YouTube people are very smart because they're all over the world. Okay. Texas, Israel, Canada, New York City, Arizona, Africa, everywhere. Okay. I know they're very smart, so maybe they give me their answer.
Okay.
Thank you, YouTube people. Love you guys.
Bye,
Stay strong.
everybody.
Don't let a teacher or anyone intimidate you. Okay.
Yeah.
If you have a question that you doubt about something, don't be afraid to approach them. Okay. Approach them. Love you guys. Stay strong.
That's 64 years ago. You're still.
I just said it. Okay. Okay. I got it off my chest now. But please tell the cameraman, and will you tell me, cameraman, what they say?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, YouTube people.
Bye,
stay strong. Love you.
Anything
head
else?
Head up. Not down.
Else?
Head up.
Anything else from 64
Don't go
years ago?
too far up. You won't be able to see.
Anything
so you
else?
held your head up just right.
Anything else from 64 years ago?
No, thank you. Okay,
right,
thank
bye,
you,
everybody.
YouTube people. Love you guys.
Bye.
Stay strong. Love you.
Okay.
Bye.